We are trying to third party here, attacking from the back line. Oh, hold on. Hold on. Hold on. What's happening here? A major bug fix is arriving today for Sonic to finally fix his abilities and make him better. Beside that, we will be able to max out Sonic finally on our free-to-play account, and furthermore I will show you the lineup I am using and recommending for free-to-play players. Having said, thank you everybody for being here again, really appreciate it. Back on the free-to-play account where we finally can collect the last rewards after almost 3 weeks into the event. We can for sure collect it now. We have collected enough of the rings during our matches, and actually we didn't have to spend any coins on it, so it was easy to reach considering that this is the second account and I've played throughout the weeks mainly on my main account and did not go for too many matches here. But how is that even possible? Well, there have been the daily gifts which helped a lot, and we're almost like 70% of the rings we needed to collect in total to get this beauty here of a hero. It is for sure Sonic. We already have leveled him before, but now it's time to get the last stages. Increase supersonic extra attack speed to 35%, and we get the extra turbo for the start there as well. And with that we have maxed out that guy and can go now for the beautiful skin here. That is like one really nice thing, that you could get him really easy with playing. You can max him out, not too hard, and then you can get additional squaddies and a skin. So they are like different tiers in the event, I would say, and with that you have a chance to unlock all those things depending on how much you are playing. And the best thing is that event is supposed to come back as they have mentioned it, and considering the amount we had to play, it was not too much because we did go every day for the 6 matches, and considering then it is easy to grind free to play way, this was a good event. The maxing Sonic, let's talk about the bug fixes which already should have arrived while you're watching this video. We can see there his power, and the power is a little bit false described here. Becomes supersonic and gives the squad a 75% speed boost and 20% extra attack speed. Well, this speed boost was not 75%, it was only 50%, and it will be 50% after the update, just the visual text is changed. But the 20% attack speed bonus have not been working as well. So after the update you will definitely feel a faster attacking squad when using Sonic. And guess what? There was another bug to the Super Sonic on stage 2. It should have lasted 25% longer and recharges 20% faster. The recharge was working, but the duration was not affected. So after the update it will be there for a longer duration. And for the last stage, it was also bugged. Increases supersonic extra attack speed to 35%, and since that should have affected the full squad, it was just not working as intended. So after this bug fix, it will be 35%, and we should definitely feel a significant increase of our attack speed and making this Sonic even better. And since Sonic will be better with his squad afterwards, they have reduced his duration of the supersonic form from 25 to 15 seconds, which I don't like too much, because I think then Sonic might be a little bit too less good again, but in general it's not bad to have a lesser long duration of his ability, because it was really long. So I think now that the grind for Sonic was worth it, yes, because it's a free maxed out hero and 2 free maxed out squaddies, plus a few skins and emotes, which is definitely super nice to use. But on the other side, he is for sure not the biggest fighter. His main task is to run around faster, and with today's bug fix, yes, we will definitely see that attack speed boost and attack faster the opponents, which should give him some better fighting capabilities. Nevertheless, the main cause of him is to run around. So whenever there will be an ability in the future causing that we get some extra gems, he will be super good to use because no one's gonna catch us. And right now, I am using him with a semi-speed build. We are starting off there with Leon and the bee for those bees flying around, because we are that fast. So either someone is following us, running into the bees, or we are following someone and causing some damage with those bees. There might be better builds, but this is the one I have running on the free-to-play account. Beside that, we are using Coin Stash to grow our squad bigger, because his own abilities and damage is not too high and we want to get a big squad. And we are using Blazing Light, which could be exchanged maybe, but the general heal and stun is super good to exclude these squaddies a little bit from the hero and focus the hero afterwards. For its lineup, I'm using a pretty similar one. We got there Mavis for the loot, Poco for the heal, and Trader for the mega potion. We got there also Wizard for the less cooldown of our abilities, and Dynamite and Frank for splash damage, while Frank also helps us to be less long stun. On the epic side, we got their Max for further speed, Optimus Prime and Battle Healer for some further HP, because right now there is no crazy damage dealer where I would say, okay, if we include the chassis with the turret, that will help us a lot. So I'm running more like a tanky build. So let's jump into a game. It is straight loot search and try to win it with not fighting too much because we are not too good with that. And remember, this game is without the bug fix. So after the bug fix, he should be even better to use. And how are we using that, Sonic? Well, we try to get around quickly. And there's one very important thing, which I'm definitely doing with him. Since there are bots right now here, we have to get the bot eliminations at the beginning, as versus a maxed out squad at the late game, we most likely will have no chance with that Sonic. So we are trying to get bot eliminations as early as possible, as they are delivering us with a good amount of gems, while we would miss those gems if we don't go for them and other guys could get those gems. So as you already can see, we have not the highest damage and those guards around are pretty good covering here. And finally got him here. That took a little bit too long. So we are a little bit in the farm behind. Could have gone usually for the Mavis first, but right now let's take over here the trader, and we can see some other guys also going there for the early eliminations. So that's not too good here from our side. But let's see if we can get there something else. Okay, with the potion the damage is actually better. We got there some Squaddy eliminations. Unfortunately, the other guy with Mortis, we couldn't get him for now. But Mortis, actually, we can handle Mortis, even in the later phase of the game. As Mortis is just not too strong right now. Nevertheless, fully maxed out BK, Archer, Queen or Royal King are a big threat for this guy. And that's why we have to get the gems early on, to be able to outscale them early with the gems. And then just running away in the last couple of seconds. And that is for sure working super well on all the modes. We can see that the good damage of the bees flying around. So that is definitely something that helps us here. But we have to be careful since we are not the best fighter here. And we are more likely using the speed advantage. But I can't not fight here. Actually, I'm so tempted by fighting here. But let's see. We are in a good position. We have almost the double amount of gems. And we just have to maintain it. What I furthermore want to say, all those modes where we have the additional monsters in the middle, for sure, we have to take a look at this objective on the map there as well to get the gems. Otherwise, other people will have more gems. And as I told you, we are not too crazy with fighting around. So we have to somehow just farm more gems than they can do there in this second. And for now, this is not looking too bad. We are kind of wasting the ability here, as we are still farming, trying to grow our squad size. We are still on the lead, so that's definitely working. There was a guy which we actually could fight there. Let's get here further carrot loot. And is that another potion? I'm gonna take the further HP. The bee damage is not too bad. This guy, for example, is running with a chassis. And that's a thing I can understand somehow. But I was not feeling too comfortable with a chassis build, as the damage output from the additional turret is not too crazy. We are trying to third party here, attacking from the back line. Oh, hold on. Hold on. Hold on. What's happening here? I never fight that much with a freaking Sonic, and that is a W. Let's go. So this is almost not fighting a fighter build, but nevertheless we could get there a good third party and did clutch up here with Sonic. And remember, after the bug fix, he will be even better to use. So what are your thoughts on those changes, and what are your thoughts on the event? Was it too hard or too easy? In my opinion, it was straight correct with those daily tasks to play. Thank you guys for watching and happy busting.